Did you think that creating better content would make brands want to keep you on long term? Well, that's a lie, because most creators lose clients after just a few months because they focus on pretty content instead of real business results. So in this video, I'm going to break down this 5-star resort's content strategy and show you exactly what I would do to blow up their inbound bookings directly from Instagram, using the exact strategy that my client used to drive over $100,000 of extra sales for his resort client in just a single month. So to start, let's take a look at their Instagram. So as you can see, decent visuals. It looks like a really nice resort, because it is, but it's mostly around stuff like the pool. We have some UGC type videos like this. It's nice. We have some staff, which the staff is incredible here, I will say. But overall, this doesn't really position them as any different than any other hotel I've ever seen in Mexico. And honestly, aside from the fact that it says Riviera Cancun in the handle, I wouldn't know that this is even in Mexico, which is a major problem. So as I'm looking through this Instagram, I see 3 main things. Number one, if we look at the reels, they're really not getting that much reach, which reach doesn't really matter as a metric on its own. It's more so an indicator of how many people actually know that this resort even exists in the first place. And as you can see, well, it gets a little bit bigger, numbers down there. But in general, they should be getting a whole lot more views than they are right now. Second thing is that I know personally that there's a lot of unique features about this resort that are not being featured on this Instagram like whatsoever. So we need to lean more into that. And then the third thing is that we just don't have many call to actions through this Instagram page. So we're not really driving any inbound bookings. So let's go ahead and fix that. So before we get into the specific strategy, I want you to think of creating content strategies kind of like winning a baseball game. So obviously in baseball, the goal is to score as many points as you possibly can. And there's really 3 ways that you can win. The first one is just trying to hit a home run every single time. And this is what a lot of brands try to do. They put a lot of budget, a lot of money into one single project, or they try to go viral on a single video. And that's great if it works, right? But most of the time we're striking out. So it's a very high risk, high reward kind of thing, but most of the time it doesn't really work. The second thing that they try to do is once they realize, okay, maybe we need to diversify a little bit, is they kind of overcorrect and they start trying to hit singles, which in this case, singles are kind of just like, hey, let's put a piece of content out there that puts us on the radar where people know we exist, and it moves them a little bit closer to, trying to book us as a resort. Now, the problem with this is that it's a huge volume game. We need to post a lot of volume in order to be able to get enough singles to finally get someone around the bases to score. Can we score? Can we get more direct bookings? Absolutely, but it just takes a long time. But what if there was a third option? And the third option is we can hit those singles, get the bases loaded at all times, and then come in and hit a grand slam. So it's not worth just 1 point like a home run would be, but it's actually worth 4. And what if we could just continue hitting those grand slams over and over again while the bases were still loaded, and they were loaded at all times? That's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. So like I talked about, when we're looking at this page, there's really 3 main problems. The first is that not enough people know this resort exists. Obviously, people need to know it exists in order to book it. Second is that there's not enough differentiating features put on the Instagram account. There's a lot of differentiating features when you're here in person, but you don't know about it until you're here in person. And then third, we just don't have enough swings and enough at-bats to actually hit grand slams. So we need to be able to make those call to action so people actually have a reason to book. So I call this concept the 3 C's of content. So it's context, connection, and conversion. So I'll walk you through what each of these stages look like so you can build out maybe something similar for your client. By the way, if you like this kind of content strategy stuff, I go way deeper in my community group called Pay to Create with tons of other creators who are 6 and sometimes even 7-figure creators themselves. So if you want to learn more information about that, you can check the first link in the description below. So the first thing that we really need to do is give context for where this resort is, because most people are making purchasing decisions of where they want to stay based on the destination they want to go to. In this case, it's Mexico, so we need to know that it's actually in Mexico. But if we pull up the Instagram as we look through here, a lot of times it'll be in the reels, but we don't really have any sort of context for where this location is. So it's never gonna show up on feeds where people are obsessively looking at things to do in Mexico. Like for example, you probably, planned a trip yourself, say it's to Mexico, and you're typing in things on Instagram, on TikTok, whatever, and then your feed just gets flooded with all that stuff because the algorithm is trained to feed you information and feed you videos and content that you actually wanna look at. So in this case, it will be Mexico. But if none of our content is about Mexico, then of course it's not going to show up in those feeds. People aren't going to find it in their Explore or their homepage, and then therefore they won't be as visible. So the first thing that I would do is give context to at least 80% of the videos that are on here. Now, there's two ways we can do that. We can either just say it's in Mexico or say it's in Cancun in the video itself, or we can give context to where it is based on where the target demographic of viewers is. So like, let's say, for example, for these guys, the target demographic is somewhere on the East Coast. Let's say it's New York City. It could even be like Dallas. It could be in Florida. What we could do is make videos like, this is the best all-inclusive, just a 3-hour flight from New York City, or just a 2-hour flight from Dallas. And when you do that, now we're hitting a very specific target audience, but we're also positioning it as a very accessible place to go. And honestly, those kind of videos go mega viral. But the thing is, we're not usually gonna hit a home run on that, right? The goal isn't to go mega viral and also sell. The goal is just to get a bunch of viewership to our page so that we can continue hitting singles by getting more people to the page so we can load the bases and eventually hit the home run. So the second thing that we wanna focus on really is differentiating this resort. So I know after being here that a ton of people are here for their honeymoon or for an anniversary or for a wedding or, you know, any kind of those romantic things. There's also a lot of people here for like corporate retreat events or large group gatherings like, you know, family reunions, that kind of thing. But yet when we look on the Instagram, there's really no people on it hardly at all. The people that are on it are staff, which is great, right? Like we definitely want to show the staff. But in regards to the target market of people who would actually book, we don't see anything around honeymoons, anniversaries, weddings, family reunions, anything along those lines. So if I were them, I would come in and I would say, okay, who are our top like 2 to 3 demographics? Let's make sure that we, first of all, feature those types of demographics in the content. And second of all, figure out what are the things that we have at this resort that is specific to them that would make us different or better than any other resort in this area of Mexico. And then how do we make that entertaining? So I'll give you a quick example. So I know that they have a sunset dinner date night kind of thing here. Not at all, you know, portrayed on the Instagram. So what I would do is make a few reels showcasing that dinner date night scene. And then, you know, the call to action would be to book that romantic package because I know it's an upsell for them. And when we do that, now we slowly start positioning this resort as, you know, perfect for the lovebirds or honeymooners or anniversary people or whatever the case may be. And guess what? We're hitting another single. We might not be able to, you know, get them all the way around the base on that, but we're hitting another single so that when all these bases are loaded, we can come in, hit a home run, and we just keep them running around the bases and keep scoring. So that brings us to the third thing that we need to focus on, which is conversion content. And when I think through conversion content, I like to think through it in context of who our ideal client is that we want to stay at this resort. So again, if we're looking for honeymooners, anniversaries, weddings, big groups, then all of our CTAs have to be in context to that. As an example, I know that they have romantic packages. At the time of filming this video, it's Valentine's Day coming up, right? So I would make a lot of call to actions around Valentine's Day. And the stuff that would be featured or the talent that would be featured in those videos is obviously couples, right? Because we want that type of person to come for Valentine's Day. Now, they might see it and they might be like, okay, I don't have any time off for Valentine's Day, but that would get the ball rolling for maybe I can do it in May or whenever I have, you know, time off next in the future. The great part about these is, yes, obviously we can post it as an organic post. But if all we're doing is posting organic post CTAs, people kind of get tired of it a little bit, right? So we got to be a little bit strategic on how often we use this. Usually not more than once, maybe twice a week. You can do it a little bit more in the stories, but if you're doing reels, you can't do it that often. But what we can do is if we make most of the page around hitting those singles, so getting the attention in terms of context for where this place is by, you know, going viral with the right types of audience and then differentiating the different features of this resort as different or better than any other resort in this area of Mexico, then what we can do is we can make those conversion pieces of content that'll typically include some sort of offer, special discount, or maybe there's some sort of like unique upsell that's included in the package. Usually most resorts will have that. So what we can do is, yes, we can run that organically, but more importantly, we can actually run that as an ad. Now, here's the key, is we only want to run that as an ad to their existing audience. So a lot of people call this retargeting ads. And this is how it works. So basically people that we have loaded the base with, that have already seen the content, that have already been fed all the unique features, and they know and they're dreaming in their mind about going to Mexico on this dream vacation with their significant other. If we can just pay a little bit of money to get in front of those people every single day. We're hitting grand slams every single day. And guess what? That's exactly how you end up booking out a hotel for significantly cheaper than they're probably doing right now. And that's how you end up staying on retainer long term. Now, all this is great, being able to create a winning content strategy for a brand, but honestly, it doesn't really matter unless you know how to find, pitch, create offers, know how to price yourself, and ultimately how to retain them for a long period of time. So if you want to learn the entire process of what a retainer offer actually looks like, then check out this video here where I break it all down.